Hi guys, this is Virag from Bionic Buzz, and tonight we are here again in the Hollywood Musum, and this is going to be a very exciting, fabulous exhibition about celebrity mothers and daughters. Mother's Day is just right on the corner, so please come with me inside also and celebrate Mother's Day in this fabulous building. Hi Donna, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
And this is such a new, wonderful event again. So we are celebrating mothers. Please share with me that how was your connection with your mom, and how is it? Did it come up some memories when you started to organizing this exhibition?
Well, I think that's a great question because based on my relationship with my mother is my best friend. So I could only imagine that everybody would have that same relationship. Sometimes it's not necessarily so, but that's what inspired me to want to do a Mother's Day exhibit based on my personal relationship with my mother. And it's fabulous because so many celebrities actually sent in their own photographs with their real children or with their TV children, and it's extraordinary. I could never have anticipated so much activity and action.
How many pictures will we see in this?
Hundreds. Let's just see. This is a never before seen exhibition, and most of these photos people have not seen because they actually took the photographs out of the celebrity family photo album.
Was it difficult to reach the celebrities, or was it very easy?
It was very easy. Everyone had a tremendous interest in this, so I'm so thankful.
The event. Who will give a speech? Who will talk about their motherhood experience?
Several actors. Oh, thank you, Harlan. Several actors will, from a child star who now has 6 children, to one of the TV mothers, actually 2 TV mothers, and one person who is so thankful that had a wonderful mother. He's never forgotten his mom, so he wants to come tonight and speak. And he's an Academy Award and Golden Globe winner. And another actress who is going to celebrate talking about her mother and her grandmother.
My beautiful mother is memorable for many, many things. You have to understand she was a little lady that came from Lithuania, didn't have a pot to pee in, wore her shoes only when she got to the church. They were carried until there because they had to be passed down to the next girl and the next girl. Was blessed enough to come to Canada and then America, to the United States, and she thought that I was Lithuania's answer to Shirley Temple. She never saw anything in theater, but she saw movies with Shirley Temple. And God bless her, she, by hook or crook, by working hard and saving money and convincing my father that we should come to Southern California and put her daughter in the movies, and she did it. And the nice part is that she lived long enough to see me enjoy some kind of recognition in show business. And of course, what did it do but bring a great smile to her face? And I got my first job, which was 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. I'm not sure whether it was my dancing audition that got me the job or my mother praying on her knees in the church across the street from the casting department. I don't know which one worked, or maybe both worked very well, but I thank her and thank God for the privilege of having had Mary Kilmonis as my mother.
Thank you so much, Ruta. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
To you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
About mothers in Hollywood, and I'm a mother in Hollywood, and I've had mothers in Hollywood, so you'll have to see.
Could you give us some sneak peek? So what will be in the speech? Is it difficult to be a mother in Hollywood? Is it different? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's when you're a mother, you have to juggle everything anyway. So I don't know that being a mother on TV or in film is any different than any working mom. You have to, juggle. It's basically keeping everything up in the air. So yeah.
And your first role was about to be a child. Share something today about that connection with Elizabeth.
I was Tabitha on Bewitched, and Elizabeth Montgomery was my TV mom, and I'm going to be talking about that tonight in there. So one of the things I'm talking about is comparing my TV mom to my real life mom and what the differences were.
Hi, I'm Diana Lansleen, and this is my foster mom, Virginia Montero. So my own mom passed away when I was about 5 years old, and I've been very fortunate that I've always had people take me into their hearts and love me as if I'm family. And Virginia, actually, as I was starting my acting career again, came into my life to be my mom. So she has been ever since.
And she's part of the reason I got back into this work, because I had gotten my SAG membership when I was in my 20s, but then I got married and I had children. We moved to far away from Hollywood. My wonderful old agent died, so I didn't think I was ever going to do the work again, but then she came in to be with us, and she kind of, along with my kids, encouraged me to try again, and so I did.
It's amazing because she's been on such fantastic shows, and every time she's got a personality that you wouldn't see in person with someone that she shows the love to. She gets to play these wonderful kind of cranky, off-color people that she is nothing like in real person. So that's the fun of television, is that it's appealing for everyone. And I'm incredibly honored and proud to have her next to me and supportive, and I wouldn't be where I'm without her either.
Foster daughter.
And Geoffrey Sitcov. I'm the founder and president of Doors of Change, which is a nonprofit organization in San Diego that's been helping homeless youth get off the streets for over 20 years. And we found that music and art is the key, because they don't trust anybody. They've been kicked out of the house because they're gay, LGBTQ. Nationally, 40% of the 3.5 million youth that are homeless in America are LGBTQ youth. And we see about 60% of them, and the youth that we see, from 17 to 25. And once they start using music or art, it helps their self-esteem. They want to get help. They trust us quickly, and we get them our case manager, and she gets them all the services they need, including housing, medical insurance, IDs, mental health. Mental health is a big deal today. And so these kids have to get that right so that they be successful. And thank God we've been very successful with our mental health program. But all I can say is, if you're touched by this, go to doorsofchange.org, make a donation of any amount. And these wonderful ladies next to me are supporting us, and we are so appreciative.
Mother's Day is just right on the corner. How will this community celebrate it?
Our staff is really their mothers and their fathers, because they don't have functional parents. That's why they're on the streets. And so our program director, just amazing, Joanne Newgard, is really like the super mother, that we love these kids. We don't have any expectations. We accept whoever they are, and wherever they are, we accept them for wherever they are. And because of that, they realize there's not pressure on them. And thank God for the ladies like this that are great mothers to their kids. These kids don't have the mothers, and so they need angels than our staff and other people to really be their surrogate mothers, so they will get the love that they deserve and get the confidence that they can succeed in life.
Could you share with us that how the two ladies connected to the...
Yes. These wonderful ladies read about our organization, were touched about it, and wrote quotes that we can use now to build credibility in many people's eyes. So we are so appreciative of them, because, you know, it's hard to trust today. And so thank God that we've been doing this almost 21 years, and with seeing 8,300 kids in our music program and helping 2,300 off the streets, thank goodness that they build trust in us. And I'm so appreciative of both of them for taking an interest to help homeless kids.
All you have to do is read about doorsofchange.org, and you'll know why people like Elton John and Billy Joel and some super duper megastars have gotten involved, and people like Michael Learned, who is the iconic showbiz TV movie mom.
So we just took in, and they were fabulous. You know, our boys accepted them. They came and lived with us for a while, and they're amazing. They respond so much to love and you know, just, what's the word? Giving them some self-esteem, I guess.
Yes.
Is what I mean.
Well, thank you for this fantastic job, and thank you for doing it for the homeless kids. And it's Mother's Day, so everybody please donate. I think that's the most important thing. And could you share again the website?
Doorsofchange.org, and doors is plural.
Got to be very special with my mother, because when I was doing Leave It to Beaver, we did it for 7 years almost, and she took me to the studios most of the time, except when she was pregnant with some of my brothers and sisters. But you know, she's been a wonderful mother my whole life, and I wouldn't be the actor I was today if it wasn't for her.
Will you have any plan to celebrate with her?
Well, we always celebrate. It's just, I come from a very big family. I have a sister and a lot of brothers, so when we get together, it's always a party, and everybody, now we're all married and have kids and wives. They have wives. I have a wife too, but it's just a wonderful thing, and family is so important to us all.
We will see some pictures about you and your mother in this exhibition tonight.
You know, I don't know if they've gotten any or not. They didn't come to me. They may have come to my agent and asked, and I'm sure if they did, he would have given them to him. But yeah, you know, I spent a lot of time with my mother because when I was doing Leave It to Beaver for almost 7 years, she had to come with me every day because you need a guardian on the set, and she came with me every day. So we were very, very bonded and very, very close.
How do you remember to be a child on set? Did you feel that, oh, my mom is always working and she couldn't really take care of me enough or something like that?
No, it was very, very nice. I mean, I didn't have problems like that. My mom was there. Sometimes, actually, she was not there for maybe 6 months twice because she had other kids. So I come from a big family. I have brothers and a sister. So it's a great family. But there were times when she wasn't there, and I always missed her.
My mother was guiding me all through my career, and I really gained so much from her about how not to say hi, you know, especially going back to school when you're a child, and she encouraged me to be as normal as possible, and I thank her to this day. She's no longer with us, but she gave me so many great values and morals, as did my dad, and that I carried them with me, and I pray to her and thank her every day. Well, I'm the mom of 2 sons, and I got married when I was 35, and when I was 40, I'm telling my husband, well, tick, 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 honey, I would like to have a child here pretty soon. So 5 years later, I had a fabulous boy, and he is now 31, and he hasn't really ever left home, left the nest. What he did was invite more people to come into the nest. So his girlfriend has been with us for 8 years, and one of these days they'll get married. And my son and my husband was married for about a minute, and so I have a 54-year-old stepson who is 6'7", and I'm like 5'1", and I said, "Yes, son," when he was growing up. So
it sounds like you're really gonna celebrate Mother's Day.
Yes, both of my sons.
The picture of us in the exhibit just warms my heart. And she's supposed to be looking at it in a few minutes. We'll see if she makes it over. Mother's Day. Well, there's just so many memories. I'm hoping this Mother's Day will be really memorable. So I'm going to surprise her with something.
You mentioned about the picture, so please give us some sneak peek.
I have a sister, but she's not in this picture. It's just my mom and me supporting my cinema series, Kat Kramer's Films That Change the World, which she co-produces with me. And we're actually a mother-daughter team. We're a producing team. But also she's just like a really special person in my life. So we're producing partners, but we're also, you know, mother-daughter. And yeah, I mean, it's just so great that they're doing this.
I'm sure you played the mom in the movies on set, so could you just remember how was it? Did you have a very close connection, one of your colleagues?
Yes, in the film Turnover, which is on Amazon Prime, I was able to cast the actor who plays my son, Sean, and have rapport with him, and invited him to one of my events before we started filming the movie, so I was able to have that rapport with him, and being able to cast him was important. And we're hoping to make a series out of it, so hopefully I'll be reprising my role. I hope he does too.
Is it already out, or?
Turnover is a feature film about family, diversity, inclusion, community, and love. It's on Amazon Prime. And it's also on some other platforms, but that's, you know, the main one. It's also on Tubi TV. And it's a family film, and it's perfect for Mother's Day or Thanksgiving, or it's perfect anytime.
My name's Christopher Showerman.
And you're also an actor, I guess.
I am. I'm an actor. I'm known originally for playing George of the Jungle 2 in the sequel. So.
Well, we are here tonight because it's a Mother's Day celebration. It's a tea and an exhibition. So how will you celebrate Mother's Day? Do you have a chance to celebrate with your mom?
Not in person. My mom lives in Michigan, but she's still going strong at 80 plus years old. So I speak to mom every day. So every day is Mother's Day in my book. Yeah, we're very close.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a very close connection. Could you highlight some memories with her?
You know, I remember one Christmas living in Michigan. It was freezing cold, and we lived in an old 100-year-old farmhouse, and the pipes froze and broke, and it could have been a catastrophe. And I remember we all woke up at 3 a.m. to try to deal with this emergency, and then just had Christmas in the middle of the night. And I remember that because it's kind of, my mom did that a million times as we were growing up. She would take a challenge or a difficulty in life and turn it into something that I still remember, 30 years later.
Wow, yes, that sounds like a very wise advice from mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so did you already have a chance to walking around in the exhibition? Did you see some interesting pictures inside?
I haven't been inside yet, and this is my first time coming to the Hollywood Museum, so I cannot wait to go.
Exciting, it's exciting.
Yeah, you've been then.
So what is going on? What is next in your career?
So I don't know what's next in my career. Right now, we just released a movie. I was just in a movie that was released onto Lifetime. It was called Dangerous Methods. And a movie that I was recently in called Encounter, just won a Saturn Award, so we're very excited about that.
Where can we see that?
You can see Encounter. It's streaming on, I think, Amazon and a bunch of other outlets. You just type in Encounter.
And what is upcoming project?
Upcoming projects, I don't have anything upcoming right now, so I got nothing to talk about.
Well, it's a good occasion then to enjoy this evening and just relax and chill.
Yeah, my upcoming project is visiting the Hollywood Museum.
That's a good one. What do you remember of your mom? Please share some connections. How was your connection?
My mother, because of who her sister was a wonderful actress named Barbara Rush, so obviously my aunt. And Barbara Rush was a very great friend, along with my mother, of a wonderful clothing designer named David Hayes. David Hayes used to dress Nancy Reagan, Betsy Bloomingdale, all of the ladies who lunch. So my mom and my Aunt Barbara had ladies who lunch outfits for days. I mean, they were always truly two of the best dressed women when they walked in the room. My mother had great taste, great style, as my aunt did. So I just remember her being really chic, very classy.
Did you use her character in your career when you had to act as a mom?
When I had to act as a mom, it's very rarely that I've actually been asked to act as a mom. Usually, it's the evil stepmother, or the the twisted aunt, or something like that. So I very rarely have been asked to play moms. But yeah, on those rare occasions where I have, I try and channel my mother.
You mentioned to be an aunt, and you are an aunt.
I am an aunt. I have 4 wonderful nephews. Yes, Sean and Brian and Dylan and Braden. So.
Aunts are always very important. I have 4 aunts, and I love them. So I have like the relationship, like girlfriends or something.
Aunts are like grandparents. You can hug them and love them, and then give them back. They don't actually come home with you. But I always, I strive to be Auntie Mame. I strive to give them chocolate when they're not supposed to, take them to India when they're not supposed to go, that kind of thing. To be the wonderful, to be the person that really explodes life for them. So.
Maybe see some pictures about you and your mom.
Yes, they're in there. There's one in there. It's in the front room. Thank you, Harlan, for putting it in the front room. So it's there. It's wonderful.
Yeah, very curious of that. So enjoy the evening. And before I let you go, please share if something is coming up.
Oh well, there's always General Hospital. I'm in the midst of filming a movie now called Mort in Sherman Oaks. Just finished a film called Second Chances, we'll see what happens with the summer. So.
Thank you so much again.
So much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I'm Bob Bergen.
And you brought something very interesting today for tonight. What is it? Could you show it to the camera, please?
Well, hang on. Let me see if I can do this without dropping it. So here's camera. There we go. So this is Porky Pig. I do his voice. But I also use this to walk because I have issues. So a few years ago, I was like, I need a cane. Can I get a Porky cane? I got a Porky cane. So there we go.
And tonight we're here because Mother's Day exhibition is opening in the Hollywood Musum. So have you ever had a chance to walk around a little bit and see some pictures and give us some sneak peeks?
I got here early and it was so much fun to see all the celebrities and actors and actresses with their moms, and I'm up there too. It's really awesome.
What about you and your mother's connection? Can you share something about it?
Yeah, my mom. Look, I'm a nice Jewish boy who announced to my mother when I was 5 I wanted to be Porky Pig, and she said, "You can't be Porky Pig, you're Jewish." Well, that didn't seem to bother her once I got the job. So yeah, my mom was supportive for my career and my career choices.
And what about this time, this year? Will you celebrate with someone the Mother's Day? Will you surprise someone?
Oh, that's a really good question. I wish I had someone to surprise, but I'm thinking I'm doing it tonight. I'm doing it here for everybody and their moms.
Mother's Day, you know, I think of my mom, and everyone says that they have the best mom in the entire world, but I do have the best mom in the entire world. She's 97, and she's amazing, and she's a fighter, and she's taught me that, and she's always been supportive and always have been there for me no matter what, and I'm so fortunate to still have her in my life. I love my mom.
Will you surprise her this Mother's Day?
I don't know if she knows I always send her flowers. It would be surprised if she didn't get any. Then it would be, uh-oh, what's wrong? You know, but yeah.
What is the plan?
Well, I'm going to definitely send her the most beautiful. She likes orchid plants, so don't tell, Mom. She probably knows. So I'll be sending her one of those.
Yeah. Nice, very nice. So, in your career, have you ever played a mom?
Actually, I'm on The Young and the Restless. I just celebrated my 40th anniversary, and right now my character is a mom. So, yeah, and I've had all crazy things with my daughter, on-screen daughter, Elizabeth Hendrickson, who's exceptionally talented, and I'm very honored to be playing her mom. But, you know, there were times when she was embarrassed by her mother, meaning me, and so she was in town and didn't let anyone know she was there, and didn't let me know she was there, and changed her name because my character is a maid, and she was embarrassed that her mom was the maid. So, but now she loves me again, so that's good.
Did you have any real argument behind the scenes, like a mother-daughter, or a real emotional moment or something?
We've had emotional moments because there have been some great scenes. I thought she was dead, and then but she wasn't, and then that was my favorite show when I saw her and realized she was alive. That was an amazing scene.
I'm a lucky guy. I keep telling you, I'm the luckiest son of a gun in the world. I knew my great-grandmother. I was very close to her, and she told me I was going to be a writer and in show business. Very close to my grandmother, of course, my own mother, and I'm a father and a grandfather. So mothers have brought me a lot of happiness and the usual amount of stress and strain that sometimes mothers can bring, but it is important when you know how hard women work and have had to work to have a family, to make a home, and to bring in an income, and to see their own dreams through, and then their kids' dreams through, and their spouses' dreams through. That takes a special kind of magic.
So how will you treat your wife, or the wife of? So what is the plan for Mother's Day anyway?
I treat the mother of my children very respectfully and grateful that she had them.
So will you take her out for a dinner or something?
No, the mother of my children lives about 3,000 miles away, but I'm taking my daughter out for Mother's Day. She and the grandchildren and I will be celebrating her being a mother, and that brings me a lot of happiness.
Sounds good. What is coming up in your career?
Good heavens, what's coming up in my career is I'm working on 3 books simultaneously. The new Lucy book, my own memoir, The Devil Was Born in Brooklyn, which is copyrighted, and a book with Wink and his wife, Wink Martindale and his wife Sandy. I've got a new album I'm recording this summer. Geoffrey Mark sings the Ella Fitzgerald songbook. I am singing in Palm Springs at Oscars, Sing Jazz Live on May 12th. I have my radio show, Geoffrey Mark Plays Ella, which is every week I play Ella Fitzgerald on a certain theme and then tell you what's neat and cool about it. So I'm a busy boy.
Yes, it sounds like you're going to be very busy this spring and summer. So congratulations and, well, enjoy the party. Very beautiful.
Well, I'm ready for tea. They said it was going to be a tea tonight. So a high tea with the queen. So I thought, here I am. High tea with the tea.
Yes, and with this tea we are celebrating the mothers. What is your memory about your mom?
Well, I think I'd have to say that my mom was very supportive in what I wanted to do, and I always, kind of just did what I wanted, and she said, okay, I was a professional ice skater, and she would drive me, to the rinks and till I was old enough to drive myself. So it was, I think, just the support. And then when I was acting, they were very supportive of both my parents, of course, were very supportive of what I did and came to all the shows and stuff. So that was really, I think, support. And the one thing that I'd have to say about my mom that I think I've had to take throughout life is she always said, tell the truth, don't lie.
That's a very nice, very wise advice. Very beautiful. And how do you remember of your experiences to be a mom on movies?
Let's see. Ironically, in most of the television and movies, I never had a TV or a movie mom. I think I should have one. There's got to be somebody out there who'll be my mom, right?
Will we see some pictures about you tonight?
My pictures are inside with my mom, and it's really a special picture. It was at their 50th wedding anniversary, so I was really happy, and I think bought my mom's outfit for that night and said, here, we'll kind of look somewhat alike, So that was really nice. I enjoyed that.
Thank you so much and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mother's Day is on the corner. How will you celebrate?
I am here to celebrate. Although my mom's no longer here, I'm still a part of her legacy, and that's the one thing that I think is so important and some of the things in which we miss out on. So I always remind myself of all of the proud moments in which she would be glad of that I am, making, my journey and making the dreams that I had come true and the person that I am today.
I see that you already went into the room. Did you already had a chance to look around and see some very special pictures about celebrity moms and daughters?
I did. You know what? Erin is a good friend of mine. It was interesting. I saw quite a few pictures of her and Elaine Ballace, Eileen Graff, and Kate Linder, and some of the other people who are here. But what we're seeing really is just an iconic piece of history, because these mothers are very important mothers, as we were growing up in the world. And it's really kind of good to have an opportunity to see it.
So what is coming up in your career?
Oh my goodness, I am working now on a pilot for my show called Do You Know, and it's based on R&B over the 4 seasons from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and it's going really well, and I'm just forever grateful. And today's my birthday, so it made it even better.
Congratulations, happy birthday. So it's a double celebration.
Yeah, double celebration. Celebration of mothers and celebration of being here. So
it's also about, I have a daughter and we always celebrate together Mother's Day because it's about the mothers and the kids too. So
Absolutely, especially with that. That's so important right now, and I'm just grateful to and to all the mothers out there, whether you're a mother, a grandmother, great-grandmother, an aunt, friend, foster parent, whatever it is, this is your weekend and you certainly deserve it.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Love and respect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Who doesn't have a connection to their mom if you grew up in the same house? And trust me, my mother was the kind of mom who, even if we were out of the house doing things, she actually confided in me that no matter what any of us was doing, she'd go to bed at night and she would never actually go to sleep until she heard the door close for the last time.
Sounds like mother's life.
That's a mother. And then, of course, she would say, well, you've been at rehearsal all day and you have to go to school in the morning and you know what time you have to get up, so you go to bed when you think it's the right time. That was the kind of mom I had.
Did you have any experience on set to play somebody's child or being a dad? Let's talk about that.
You know, interestingly, I've never played the child of someone or been a parent, but I have worked with so many people who have been the mom or the child, that sort of thing, that we've talked about it because that's just how it works. So, like my friend Erin, who has all boys, you know, we've known each other almost 30 years. She and I did a web series together, actually also with Michael Learned from the Waltons, where she was Queen Matriarch, and she played Erin Murphy's mother in the web series that we worked on. And their dynamic was so true to mother-daughter. And you can only stand there and just marvel at the connection that you really feel. And you do, because, I mean, acting is pretending. We're paid to be liars. You know, that's what we do. We play make-believe. And somebody dresses us up, and somebody does our hair, and somebody does our makeup. And then we go stand there and pretend to do whatever we're doing. But with some of these women, you get a sense that's what they're really doing. They're really being mom in that moment. And I think that's extraordinary. It's been that way since the 50s with Lucy, when she had little Ricky. You never lost sight that these were moms. And then, you know, I've been fortunate to work with a bunch of moms. So it's been terrific. I worked with Ann Mira on Oz, who's mom to Ben Stiller, and Amy Stiller, who I'm very close with.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your thoughts about the Mother's Day and mention some very nice experience what you had on set.
I am Herbie J. Pilato, host of Then Again with Herbie J. Pilato, a classic TV talk show, and I'm so excited to be here at the Hollywood Museum to celebrate mothers. Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch, Shirley Partridge, the Partridge Family, Michael Learned. Okay, the best mom of all from the Waltons.
What is about your connection with your own mom?
Oh, my mom. God bless my mom. I served as my mother's primary caregiver. I actually put my career on hold because I loved her. And it wasn't like there was any big estate, any inheritance that my mom and my mother and father had nothing. I took care of them, both of them, especially my mom, because I loved them, because they took care of me.
That sounds very nice. You have nice memories about ladies who took care about you, it sounds like, right?
You know, I wouldn't be the nice person that I kind of think I am had it not been for my mother and father. Whatever good is inside me was placed there in my mom, through my mom.
Have you ever had the chance already, did you have a chance already to walk around inside and see some amazing pictures?
Yes, there was photos of Peggy Lipton and her mother, Peggy Lipton from the Mod Squad, Peggy Lipton and her daughter. There was Debbie Reynolds. It's a nice mix of the classic TV and the classic film stars. It's a beautiful exhibit, completely beautiful.
What was your favorite mom in movies, if you just think of your movie experience?
My favorite mom in movies, I'm going to say Doris Day, even on TV too. But yeah, Doris did a couple of movies where she was a mom. She was just the best. Doris Day was perfect. She could do anything, sing, dance. She was just so real and so honest. I forgot to mention my real favorite TV mom, Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched. You know, I'm the author of 2 biographies about Elizabeth, and I wrote 2 of the Bewitched books. So yeah, she was the best magical mom.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much.